I'm joined on the line by Kyle Zeeman. He's reporting for The Juice and was at the Alexandra Magistrates Court today when the girlfriend of Nkululeko Radebe, better known as Flabba, from Squatter Camp appeared. Now, she appeared for the murder of the hip-hop star. Kyle's joining us on the line to tell us exactly what happened in court. Kyle, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's a pleasure. It's really good to be here.
Now, Kyle, we were following on Twitter, and many people who were in court, who were tweeting from the scene, did mention that she appeared in the courtroom with bruises on her body. Why is this significant?
I think it's important because the accused's lawyer has asked that she receive bail so that she can get professional medical assistance or maybe better medical assistance. Her lawyer asked the judge if she could show the wounds, and so we know that there was a wound in her stomach, a stab wound there. We know that she has bruises on the upper torso and on the top part of her body. She also has an interesting cut just on the top of her arm, but really close to the wrist and the hand, which apparently required about 3 or 4 stitches. We know that there's been rumors of that she might have been doing a little bit of self-harm in court, but we don't, in the cells, but we don't know that for a fact, and so it's quite interesting, all of those cuts. It'll be interesting to see what it is moving forward.
Absolutely. Now, we do know that she was in a relationship with Radebe and that they were together the night of the incident. Now, would you speak to us about many publications' decision to name her? This is because she's appeared in court already, am I right?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, we've done that as well.
Now, in the courtroom, some of Flabba's family members were there. I'm thinking especially of his brother who was present on the night. What was the feeling from the family members present?
Well, we were seated with the family. We were lucky enough to do that. And I was actually seated right next to his sister. It was very interesting. She was very emotional throughout, stared straight the entire time. And when the accused sister walked in, she shifted uncomfortably. But when the accused took to the dock, she shifted to the edge of her seat and started shaking uncontrollably. Shame. It looks as if she was going to burst into tears at any moment. And yeah, it was quite traumatic, I imagine, for her and for everyone in the court.
Now, for those of us just watching the scene unfold on Twitter, it really seemed like there was a lot of unrest outside the courtroom, crowds shouting at different parties. What was happening?
Well, the accused sister exited the court. Well, the family, first of all, a couple of minutes before that, had exited, and there was really no drama. But when the accused sister walked out of the courthouse, she was followed or mobbed by a crowd who started chanting, "No bail, no bail," and she had to have a couple of people around her just to protect her. When she got to the car, people started beating the car and started shouting profanities at her, and you could see that she was shaken. She opened the door a couple of times to beat people away from the car, and when she backed up, she hit one of the other cars behind her. It started a little bit of drama in the streets of Alexandria in the morning, but luckily she was able to get away, and no one was really that hurt.
I can imagine that it must have been quite a scene, considering this isn't the accused herself, this is the accused sister.
Yeah, and that's what people were saying, in the streets. They were saying, well, this is not even the accused, this is her sister, why are you doing this? And they said, oh, well, it's all the same. It was quite interesting. There was a big heated debate right after on the pavements with people shouting and screaming at each other, people taking sides already.
Now, Kyle, obviously this is not a bail hearing, this was just an initial court appearance. So where to from here?
Well, the bail hearing will be next week Monday, and then we'll know for a fact whether she'll be able to get bail. And then a new court date will be set from there as to when the trial will start, if indeed it does move that far.
Has the National Prosecuting Authority given any indication as to whether they'll oppose bail?
Well, we know that the state has said that they will oppose bail. It wasn't too clear as to why, but it seems as if she was a bit of a risk. But we know that her lawyers have asked that she is given bail so that she can get more medical attention and she can be a little bit more stable, apparently.
Kyle, tell us, where can we find more of your reporting on the story?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Kyle, can you tell us where we can find any more reporting from you on this story?
Sure. You can find us on The Juice, so it's thejuice.co.za, or also follow us on Twitter at TheJuiceSA. or on Facebook. I know that our Facebook has a lot of debates at the moment, especially about the Flabba story. So yeah, join the debate on Facebook or tweet us.
We're speaking to the Juice's Kyle Zeeman. Let us know what you think of the situation in the comment section below. Kyle, we hope we can keep checking in with you as this case progresses. I think the country is certainly interested to see how it turns out.
Thank you very much for having me.